Hello everyone, it's Blue Engine 99 and today it is the TV series, well, the 41st TV series anniversary of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Wow, I can't believe the series is now 41 years old as a whole. Season 2 is going to be 40 years old next year, that is crazy. But in honour of Britt Allcroft passing away, and with it being the 41st anniversary of the show, it's only great if we honour her passion project, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. It only seems appropriate. And if you're wondering how, well, I'm going to be ranking all the characters in that film. We have the GOAT, completed top 5, great, good, okay, bad, and why. So, all the characters that are in this film, I'm just going to go over their roles, what I thought of their roles, and we're going to see how I placed them. So, yeah, I'm not going to rabbit on any longer. Let's get into this. So, first stop is the man himself, Thomas, and I'm putting him in completed top 5. Thomas, I think it'd be wrong if I didn't have him in the film. Of course, his name's in the title, but my only issue with Thomas is that, well, it's obvious. He's not really in the film. Okay, he is, but the film doesn't really resolve around him. So it's obviously about Mr. Conductor and its magical engine and this evil diesel train wanting to destroy it. Thomas didn't really have to be in it. The only thing he really contributes is taking Lily back to the Magic Railroad and just saying little engines can do big things. Like, that's his that's the same throughout the film, but I guess he does prove it that little engines can do big things and showing that to Lady, but he's one that hardly does anything in this. But he still feels like Thomas himself on his character growth from the first 5 seasons, so there's that, and he's still enjoyable to watch in the film. It's always nice seeing him on screen. So it would be wrong if I didn't have him in the top 5. Okay, next up is Lady. I'm putting Lady in okay. Lady in the film, she's fine, but we know the history of where she is in present day. Like, Diesel 10 managed to destroy her, but he wants to crashed her, shall we say. But, like, her purposes in the role is just crazy. Like, now there's this magical engine that runs railways that keeps the engines on Soda alive, but wouldn't the engines not be alive while Lady was out of action is the question. Like, that is a bit baffling, but her role's fine in it. Like, you do get to see her quite a bit, and it's nice that she is it. I won't lie, she was one of my favourite characters as a child, but as you get older and you gain appreciation for the characters and realising that this movie is a bit of a mess, you understand, yeah, Lady's role in this series is a bit weird. But obviously, calling all engines retcons Magic Railroad, and they managed to work around her being a much more different magical engine, like this fantasy engine that Thomas made up. So that could work, or if you really wanted Lady in that's a headcanon for, like, if you didn't want Magic Railroad headcanon and you wanted Lady in it, there you go, you can make her like some industrial engine. But Lady in Magic Railroad, she's okay. Like, it's questionable her purpose in the world, but I can't. It's all right. Gordon's great. I do enjoy Gordon in this film. He obviously doesn't really contribute anything major like Toby or James does, but he's very consistent in his roles, and it's just nice seeing him. Like, it feels wrong to not have a Thomas film, let alone the first film ever made, and not have Gordon in it. He's one of the most popular characters. But, like, you obviously love that he's like, oh, we can take care of ourselves. And as soon as Diesel 10 comes in, he's just like, yeah, we need Mr. Conductor here. Gordon's very consistent in this film. He didn't really contribute anything, but he was a consistent character, and his presence is just warmly welcome. Toby. Of all our recurring solo friends that we had for the first 5 seasons, Toby is going in completed top 5. I really enjoy Toby's little role in Magic Railroad. It's not like a big one or like a little bigger one than, say, like James's, but he's very enjoyable in this, considering what happens to Toby in the future at the time. Like, as soon as we first see him, he says, what's important is to stand up on our own wheels to Diesel. Like, he's like being the wise old man, getting all these engines, so like, we must like come together and not be afraid of this big menacing monster. And honestly, he's the one out of everyone first. Well, obviously when we first see him with Thomas and James with Diesel 10, Thomas is standing up to Diesel 10. Of all the other soda engines, Toby does something possibly a bit more bigger than Thomas did until like getting chased by Diesel 10. Toby actually manages to get the Diesels trapped. Like, that whole scene is very fun. Like, he was not backing down to see what was Diesel 10 doing next. He was very curious to see what he was doing. He was like, okay, he's heard what they said. What's he up to here? I need to investigate. Like, and then he's just laughing when his plan works, when he just gets the Diesels stuck in their shit. Toby's the goat. Like, as I've been getting older, like, I'm realizing alongside Edward, Toby is the goat of the Steam team or Audrey's famous 8. Like, there's no messing Toby. I can see why a lot of people have been calling Toby their favorite. Like, you can't go wrong with Toby. Like, he's so awesome. At least I feel like with his role, like, yeah, Thomas appeared a bit more than Toby, but whereas Thomas just like had few little things to contribute and was just in it, Toby, I feel like, kind of had a purpose in this film. Like, he was very much Toby in the film, and his little role was just wonderful. So yeah, Toby is awesome in the film. Henry's good. I welcome his presence, but his special Cole contributes more than Henry himself. And I find that really hilarious. You could say, like, people say, oh, the Hit era retconned Henry needing Special Cole after rebuilding that. It kind of did start in Magic Railroad if you wanted to try and head canon or make it work in the timeline if Magic Railroad wasn't its own canon. But Henry in this is like Gordon in this. Like, he's more or less consistent. He's just there. Like, I feel like Gordon and Henry are the ones that are just in it. Like, the only thing Henry does contribute is a Special Cole, but it's not Henry himself. He's just himself and that. But he appeared quite a bit. He I feel like Gordon and James appeared a bit more, and they had more memorable scenes. Henry's was just fine. I think the only thing he contributed was just telling a bit about Lady. That's it. But you know what? I welcome his presence. I love Henry. But I don't feel like he had much to offer in this film. So yeah, Henry is good. Diesel 10. Diesel 10 in this film is the fucking goat. I'm just saying it. Diesel 10 is the best thing in Magic Railroad. Hands down. I'm sorry. If you love Toby in Magic Railroad more or Thomas, I respect your opinions. But Diesel 10 is honestly the best thing for Magic Railroad, and no one can tell me otherwise. I love Diesel 10 so much. He is so cool. He has always been one of my favorite characters. Like, as I've grown up, like, when you use Diesel 10 more and more, he's just a memorable character, and it's easy to see why he sticks out. What's fun about Diesel 10 in Magic Railroad, like, he obviously has this plan. Well, we know what his plan is, but he obviously wants to destroy Lady, so I won't lie, it's a bit baffling. Like, she says as long as Lady exists, so do the engines, but if she can be destroyed, how does that work? I don't want to go into too much detail, but you know what, Diesel 10, you would just think prior, like, if you didn't question, like, Diesel 10 is this big, menacing diesel engine who just wants steam engines rid of. that's how we've always visioned Diesel 10, and that is sick about Diesel 10. Like, he just wants steam engines rid of. But what's fun about Diesel 10 is, like, he comes across as this menacing monster, but he's just a goof. Like, he managed to get himself spilled with coal. He managed to have Pinchy hit his face. He managed to trap him, Splatter, and Dodge in the sheds. So he's obviously just meant to look menacing, but he's just a klutz. But when he is really enraged, he does not, and I mean not, sugarcoat it. Like, he was really threatening to get rid of James and Junior in the smelter's yard. He did not hesitate of leaving Mr. Conductor hanging off the edge of the bridge for dear life. So when he is badass, Diesel 10 is badass. No one would care a dime for, like, Mr. Conductor or Patch or Peter, Billy Two Feathers, but everyone from this film remembers Diesel 10. Like, everything here is so outlandish, but Diesel Train with a Claw, that doesn't seem the most over the top. Some could say, oh, it's unrealistic in that. I mean, yeah, but at least it's not. Look what happens with the CGI in the foreseeable future. Like, look at Marvelous Machinery and that. And you're telling me you would take that over a Diesel Train with a Claw? Hands down, Diesel 10 is fun. He has one of the best props in the show. Like, it must have been so much fun using Pinchy. I need to dive into this. But I'll quickly say, Diesel 10's face masks are so cool. Like, he's so menacing and angry, but he has, like, some of the most funniest faces as well. Like, when he's realized Mr. Conductor has sugar and he's just like, oh shit. His face is just so funny. But what makes Diesel 10 so much fun is Neil Crone. Neil Crone nails Diesel 10. And what makes it fun, some of it's improvised. Like Pinchy, his claw, that was completely improvised. And all these little sayings and his comical laugh. Voice actors that just improvise stuff, they're really good. And I think that's what makes Diesel 10 such a memorable character. He had his lines, but he also had these great random unplanned deliveries, and I think that's what made him such a blast. I love Diesel 10. Diesel 10 is one of my favorite characters. You know what? He is S-tier character material. He's my favorite non-ordinary character. I love Diesel 10. Diesel 10 is king. I love him so much. So, okay, we could do the human characters, but I feel like that'd be a bit boring. We'll carry on with how the list is going. Mr. Conductor, I'm gonna have to place him above Lady. He obviously, to me, had like one of the major storylines, like his gold dust suddenly goes, and then he's now trying to find a new one, but over time he's going weaker and he's trying to figure out how to get the gold dust back. But it's not fun. He's just fine. I mean, I could place him higher up against Gordon and Henry, but I prefer seeing Gordon and Henry more. You're coming to see the train characters, so yeah, Mr. Conductor is just okay in this film. He's overacting, like he's trying to be responsible in this film, but yeah, I haven't got much to say about alcohol. I really haven't got much to say about the human characters, to be honest. Oh well, at least forget train characters next. Splatter and Dodge. I'm putting them above Toby. Like, after Diesel 10, I love Splatter and Dodge in this film. This is the only time we get Splodge, and they are some of the most funnest characters. You know what? They are the funniest characters in Thomas, and no one can tell me otherwise. You think like the Fat Controller or James has some funny moments? They do, but funny characters, like you could have like Marion or Lexi or Merlin being funny characters. Nah, the funniest characters are Splatter and Dodge. They are funny, and I mean funny. And I think it's because of the performance of their voice actors. I know Neil Crone voiced one of them. I'm actually going to need to check. I think it's Kevin Frank who voices Dodge. Hang on.
One eternity later.
Yeah, Kevin Frank voiced Dodge. But I'm on the foot, like, I'll get to the original one, but Neil and Kevin really nailed the duo performance of these two. Like, it's so much fun. As soon as Diesel 10 says, I ain't got time to say both names, and they're just like, oh, well. Like, you know what? I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to show clips of these two just being hilarious as hell.
And he won't let you destroy.
He won't let you.
Nah.
Liar, liar.
Pants on fire.
Does he wear pants?
Well, training pants.
Oh, right. Destroy?
Did you say destroy?
D word.
Like hurt?
Yeah. Hey, there they are.
We'll fix their wagons.
I'm not good at backing up.
Me neither. Oh, well.
Oh.
All of Splatter and Dodge's deliveries and lines and moments are so memorable. They're like on par with Diesel 10's moments. But I think a Monster Villain Train's moments stand out just a bit more than the dumb sidekicks. But it's just so much fun. Splatter and Dodge are just so much fun. I am triggered. I'm so disappointed that they didn't make it into the CGI series. Twice, I repeat, they were going to appear in the CGI series. They were going to appear in Day of the Diesels, but Hit wanted new train characters and got Paxton and Sydney. Then The Great Race. They were going to appear as the mainland shunter Diesels. I don't know about the latter, but the former they would have been so perfect in. Actually, what's wrong with having new diesel trains and recurring diesel trains? Like, come on. That would have been so cool. And I want to say this as well. Obviously, we're getting the director's cut. I've listened to a few clips where Michael Angelis voiced Splatter and Dodge, and oh my gosh, he is peak with them. I love Angelis Splodge. He's so funny as them. I love the way where Dodge was like, hey, what are they are? Like, that tickles me. But obviously, Neil Crone and Kevin Frank are the Splatter and Dodge voices. When we're ever voicing Splodge and fan projects, we obviously take inspiration from their performances, but oh my gosh, I don't know which one I like more between the two. Angelis's performance or Neil and Kevin's voices. Splatter and Dodge, definitely my second favourites from Magic Railroad. I love them so much. Up is James. James is completing the top 5, to be honest. I won't lie, before making this video, instead of James, I was going to put in the fucking Tumbleweed. Yeah, what you thinking? You put a Tumbleweed in over James? Why? So why would I place the Tumbleweed in over James? Well, the Tumbleweed's funny, but we'll get back to that in a bit. But I just, prior thinking about the characters, the more I thought about it, James I actually liked his little storyline in Magic Railroad. Like, he starts off afraid of Diesel 10, and like, he's obviously about his paintwork and that. And over the course, we still see like he's a bit uneasy about Diesel 10 and that, and he don't like. He's probably like Thomas, doesn't contribute much, but it's like he had his own storyline. But in his final scene with Diesel 10 and Junior, which is one of my favorite scenes in the whole film, he has this little moment where he says to James, to Diesel 10, sorry, no, we're not. And he manages to stand up to Diesel, and then he's safe, but his paintwork's dirty, but he comes out triumphant in the end. So, yeah, I actually like James' storyline. I feel like it was worthy putting in the top 5 for the characters in the film. The only thing I'm not a big fan of with James, not his character, and I'm not the only one who's addressed it, it's his voice actor. No offense to Susan Roman. Susan Roman did a good job as James, but the voice doesn't suit him. If they did keep Andrews to at least voice one character, I wish it was James, to be honest. Like, mind you, I know Neil Crone voiced James. I wouldn't have minded that voice for James either, but I don't know. The voice just doesn't suit James in the slightest, to be honest. One could beg to differ, but I'm in the opinion like James' voice just doesn't suit him. Next up we have Little Percy. I'm putting Percy above Gordon. Percy contributes a bit more than Gordon did. Like, he obviously went to find the buffers and try and protect them, but see Splodge. And he's obviously having the moments with Thomas, like for Thomas to talk to. So I do feel like he did had a bit more to go on. Like, it'd be wrong not to have Percy in the film. So not much to say that. I just feel like he contributed a bit more to the film than Gordon did. Like, Gordon was just consistent through it, but he didn't have his own little purpose. Whereas Percy played a few big parts. Like, he was the one who had to report this, what he witnessed with the Diesels at the buffers, and he helped Thomas, like, clue out what was going on with the Magic Railroad and where it is and all that. So, yeah, he doesn't make the top 5, but yeah, I actually appreciate Percy's role in this film. Okay, now we have Stacey Jones, or Diddy Con. I'm just putting her in okay. I'm just gonna say this bluntly, no offense to the actor, but she's just in this. Like, the only thing I think she points out is like the painting, and so Miss Conductor can let her know that the place looks like Sodor, but that's about it. She doesn't really get oh wait, no, sorry, I just remembered, like, she contributes taking Lily to Brunette Stone, and she ponders with the name Lady, and there's like some unknown mystery where she's like saying, I wish, maybe it could mean the name, like she could figure this out, but her role's okay in this. Her role's okay in this. I just don't have much to say about it. It's just fine. C. Junior. I'm putting him in good, but I think I'm going to have to be naughty here and place him above Henry. He's a fun actor in this. I think of all the human actors in this, he's really fun in this. That's all I can say. Like, he just delivers good storylines. Not much to say there. But I did say the human characters, I don't have much to say. Lily. I'm putting her a bit after Lady. Like, she was a big character in this, but I can honestly care less about Lily. No offense to Mara Wilson. Like, Mara Wilson was great in Matilda and all that, but yeah, I've always watched this role and just been like, okay, it's there, not the trains, but yeah. A lot of these human characters, I will not have much to say. Brunette Stone, I probably would have to place him there. Not much to say. I guess you could say he's just too depressed in this film, Peter Fonda was. And that is true to some extent. Yeah, he was. But, and the acting might have been a bit outlandish, but yeah, I've got nothing else to say about that, but his purpose in the role is fine. Like, you understand why he's sympathetic, and he's sympathetic in that, why he's sad and all that, and he's just tried his absolute best. But yeah, he's okay in this. A lot of the human actors' roles in this okay. Patch next. I'm putting him at the bottom. Does anyone even care for Patch? No offense to the actor, but his role in this film, you can just it's just there. But I don't know what to say. Like, I think in the earlier scripts he would have played a bigger part, but yeah, he's just in this to me. Like, I've got nothing else to say about him. Mutt the dog. I'm putting him in why, to be honest. Why is this dog here? Like, for some reason, he's the reason why Lily gets the train to Shining Time Station. He, for some reason, is the one sensing the danger in Shining Time. Like, and then he's, for some reason, there on the train ride when Lady is coming back to life. So, why was he there? I want to say he was in this film because they just wanted an animal character and kids love animals. So, yeah. Why was he in there? That's the only reason I can say about that. Billy Two Feathers. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put him in bad, to be honest. I don't mind his role, but he's just in this. Credit where credit's due, though. He was more prominent and more major in, like, the director's cut and that with P.T. Boomer. and he was meant to have like these dynamics, but in this film, his role is completely axed. But yeah, he's just in this. He doesn't contribute anything. He's just one you can just see on screen and just forget about it. He's just in this, and I don't think he needs this. But he could have been higher regarding that director's cut. I just needed someone to film the role a bit more. But I think I would take over his role over the dog, to be honest. Like, why is the dog there? The tumbleweed. I said I wanted to put this in my top 5, but I'm putting this just above Gordon. Yeah, I'm putting a fucking talking tumbleweed above Gordon the pig engine. Why? I'm just gonna say this. A talking tumbleweed is fun. It's funny. I don't care if it's stupid. I just find it so funny. That's just it. That's just what I've got to say. So yeah, Harold. I don't want to put Harold in bad because that's a bit mean. But he only had one scene throughout the whole film. But you know what? I'm putting him okay. The only thing he contributed was the sneezing powder, but I feel like he didn't really need to be in this film, to be honest. There was no reason. Like, I know Cranky was meant to appear in this film, but and he was going to drop oil drums in Diesel 10, but I think that would have been like the only thing he would have contributed. So yeah, Harold is just okay in this film. You can even forget he was in this film. Bertie's okay in this film, I would say. Like Gordon, he's consistent, and we do see him quite a few times during the whole film. But yeah, he's just in this, but at least he appears a bit more and has that Bertie attitude than Harold just having one scene and just feeling pointless. Annie and Clarabelle, I'm putting them after Bertie. Like, they only had one set of lines of dialogue throughout this whole film, and they could have been major characters in this film regarding with Thomas maybe. But now, at that time, they were basically just props. But them having voice actors in this film, you'd think they would have given a good opportunity to let Annie and Clarabelle be in this film and be major characters, but no. So yeah, that's them. Now we've saved the big one to last. P.T. Boomer. Where am I going to place this character? I'm going to have to place him just above Billy Two Feathers, to be honest. Come on, move. Yeah, P.T. Boom himself, we all know he was cut from the whole film completely. So I can definitely see why. I don't think he's scary per se. I just feel like his role in the film just caused more complex stuff in the actual film. Like, he was obviously, like, the whole film was meant for him to get rid of Lady in that. While with Diesel 10 it may seem kind of more natural, but doesn't with the whole reason why he wants to get rid of Lady. P.T. Boomer, I do see why they wanted to, but I can see why. He just, they weren't meant to go more fun, like having this big drama history with Burnett Stone and Tasha, his wife, and but he's just money obsessed, and I feel like obviously we know why he wants the mountain and that, but yeah, it just causes complex stuff more for the plot, to be honest. Like, he does it for money, but is he really is he just want to destroy a lady? Is it just money? Like, it is confusing. Like, I don't get it. So I had to zoom out for this bit. Here's the completed cast list for Magic Railroad, the ones we actually are aware of and did have. It is an interesting list. So that's my list for it. Obviously someone could have this a little different, but who knows, I'd be amazed if someone somehow has the same list of me as mine. So it's been crazy with Magic Railroad. Like, it's made me be on a massive Diesel 10 kick, and then I've been obsessed with watching Day of the Diesels and Magic Railroad. but we're getting the director's cut by the amazing user Carty, who's putting his heart and soul to making the director's cut be an actual thing. So I say find him on Twitter, find him online on YouTube, and just subscribe to him. This guy is doing something big, and massive respect to him. He is doing his all, and he's very admirable. And it's crazy knowing new things for Magic Route. Like, it's shocking to know that Duck was going to be a background character. Mavis was going to appear in the actual scripts. In one early script, Rusty was going to be in it, and then we had plans for like Oliver, Toad, Caroline, Bulgy. It's such a wild list, and knowing these director's cut scenes with the alternative voices, oh, it's just, wow. It's like a good Monster Energy drink with Doritos lunch, shall we say. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Happy 41st anniversary to the TV series. And I will see you all in the next video. I have been making a few take and play videos. Not many, but just a few. Like, obviously, I did the old McDiesel video. But I hope you all enjoyed this different sort of ranking video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.